what's up? This video, I'm finally not talking about my problems. Oh my god. I'm just gonna be talking about mainly how TikTok has become annoying because as a D1 doom scroller, you know, being unemployed and all, I'm not on TikTok that much, but I'm on it a little bit. This video is just gonna be a comparison between like TikTok 2020 and I feel like TikTok now. Like 2020, I would say 2025, 2026 era. I had TikTok back in even 2019. I remember I had it was my Amazon tablet. How old was I? I had to be like 14 or 15. This was like before I had a phone because, you know, I got a phone like really late in my career. Anyways, this was before I had a phone. I remember I downloaded TikTok. I think it was like December of 2019 on my Amazon tablet. Yes, I had an Amazon tablet, be quiet. And I had TikTok on that tablet, and I remember that's when, like, you know, TikTok was just like popping off, or it wasn't like popular yet, I guess, but it wasn't like, it was just kind of popping off, you know? I was deep in anime TikTok. Oh my goodness, I was deep in anime TikTok, cosplay TikTok, the animation videos. Like, I was deep in anime TikTok. Like, I was deep in anime TikTok. And I remember that's when, like, you know, all the TikTok famous people like Charli D'Amelio and like the Hype House, they were like popping back then. But like, I wasn't really on that. And I remember when it was like straight TikTok versus like alt TikTok or something like that. Oh my god. Y'all remember that? It was like straight TikTok, and then it was like alt TikTok. Is that, I forgot, I don't know if that's what it was called, but it was like two sides of TikTok where it was like the straight TikTok where it was like dancing and like, you know, lip syncing videos, and then it was like alt, which was like, I guess, all the funny content and all the anime content and all the like animation, like cringe, quote unquote cringe content. That was alt TikTok. Dude, that just unlocked a memory. But anyways, where was I going with this? The point I'm trying to make is, back in like 2019, 2020, I feel like TikTok, maybe it's because it was just popping off, it has like this nostalgic feeling. And I feel like there was just it was just straight vibes. Like, there was no real drama that I could think of, like, you know, back in like 2020 TikTok. It was just straight dance videos, you know. It was those cringe like POV TikToks. Like, oh, I don't even want to think about those, because you do something like that today, you're getting made fun of. But back then you make a little slow run POV TikTok, oh, your girl's getting taken. Yeah, back in 2020, I was deep. I was deep in anime TikTok, like very, very deep. And it was just a vibe back then, you know what I mean? It was just, you know, everything was like colorful. That's when all the dancing was popping off. I don't know, it was just a vibe. And I feel like I low-key miss that TikTok, because nowadays, like TikTok now, I feel like is the complete opposite of what it was, or what it's supposed to be. Now TikTok is heading in like a completely different direction than where it was in 2020, and I don't like it. I feel like every scroll in the comments is people arguing. Every other video is someone complaining about something, just being negative, you know what I mean? It's just like the TikTok that I grew to love was back in 2020. Nowadays, TikTok is just becoming so annoying. People are like, oh, people are just starting to hate for fun nowadays. It's like, oh, it's like for example, it can be a creator you don't like, and it'll be like, blank hate, I'm home. What do you mean you're home? You like, huh? I didn't know that being hateful was so comforting to some people. And it's like, people nowadays on TikTok are just so rude for no reason, and I feel like they complain about nothing. Like, they just find something to complain about. Like, you can watch a video, it'll be a video of someone, let's say someone's doing like a get ready with me, or no, let's say someone's doing like a challenge video, right? They're like doing a challenge video, like they're doing like a trend. Someone will be in the comments saying, blank did this better. It's like, I don't remember anybody asking about that. Like, we don't care that you think this person did better, and you didn't have to say that. Like, I'm not following, I'm not understanding, I don't get it. That's just bad. And it's like every single scroll, the comments just have something negative to say. Everyone's complaining. Like, it's just like, when did this start? Like, when did the complaining, the negativity, you know, when did the sensitivity too? I remember there was this creator named, I think her name's Haley Bailey or something like that. And she did a video, I think it was of Marie Antoinette, and like it was like she like dressed up as her or something. She said let them eat cake, and everybody lost their minds. Mind you, that was a sound, and I'm pretty sure that sound, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, was from like a movie or something. And she got canceled for saying let them eat cake. And they were mad because of the climate. I think it was at the Met Gala because of the climate, you know, the state of the world. But you're telling me you're letting 4 words trigger you like that? You're letting someone saying let them eat cake get you that upset. Like, it's not clocking. It's not clocking to me. Hey, you might disagree with me. You might think that was a big deal, but that was like the most unnecessary cancellation, I'd say, like ever. Like, that was really unnecessary. Like, the people who canceled her for that, like, are you okay in the head? Are you? Because there was no reason for that to even be a thing. Mind you, there was plenty of other people under that sound using that sound, but she was the one that got heat for it, I'm guessing because she was at the Met Gala and because of the climate of the world at that time. But it's like, how, that's not her fault, you know what I mean? So it's like, you want her to single-handedly fix the world, like the problems in the world. And this is a whole different, I'm getting off topic because it's about TikTok, but there's a whole other video I can make about, you know, nepotism and nepo babies, and, you know, how people feel like they think like just because they grew up having money that they all of a sudden all their problems vanish. You know, that's a different conversation for a different day. That's a whole separate video. But as simple as that, I'm really sick and tired of it. Like, I'm sick and tired of every single scroll it being something negative and seeing someone complain about something, and just, you know, this is not the TikTok that I was brought up with, that I enjoyed back in the day. And don't get me wrong, there's still content out there, you know, there's still, like, you know, that gives off that 2020 vibe. Like, I'm still deep in anime TikTok. I'm now like in edit TikTok, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm still deep in anime TikTok, still deep in, like, you know, cosplay TikTok, still deep in editing TikTok, still deep in all those other, you know, categories. But it's just like, it's becoming more and more frequent. Like, it's like it just gets annoying because it's like, okay, well, I came on TikTok to laugh and, like, you know, see inspiration and, you know, see people, you know, do impressive things, or like see people, you know, come up with dances, be creative. It just seems like those are the videos that get the most attention, is the ones that are negative and always complaining and hating. And the comments too, those are like some of the most, like, comments I see are comments that are being hateful. Boggles my mind, because it's like, this was not how it was a couple years ago on this platform. Like, it's turning, like, I don't even want to talk about Instagram. I'm not even gonna talk about Instagram. Instagram is this whole thing. Yeah. But I don't know, I feel like TikTok was like the positive version of Instagram, and now it's kind of turning into Instagram with all the negativity and the racism. That's another one. There was this video I saw and it said everything looks good in black except girls, and it had 2 million likes. 2 million. 2 million. Like 2 with 6 zeros. I mean, if that doesn't tell you the state of TikTok right now, then I don't know what else to tell you. Like, that just in and of itself is just the problem here. We're just gonna move past that. But I feel like that's also a whole video in and of itself. Just the racism it's like racism that's played off as a joke. You know what I mean? Like, you call someone out for something, the first thing they'll say is, oh, it was a joke. Oh, it's a joke. Oh, it's just a joke. But then when we joke back to them, we're the racist ones. It's make it make sense. Yeah, TikTok sucks now, and I've been thinking about deleting it. Like, I've been contemplating deleting it, but I just enjoy that app too much. Like, there's too much funny, like, I can move past like all the cringe, negative, racist, like, content, because there's so much content that I enjoy on TikTok that, I don't know, I just like the Baby Boo remixes. Like, like, every time I see one on my For You page, I'm reposting it. I just love it. I don't know, just the cringe. I feel like because we're in a time where it's like everything, like the world's falling apart, we need some humor and we need some community, and I feel like TikTok brings that. And even though it can be annoying at times, I don't know, I don't see myself deleting it anytime soon, especially because I also make edits and I post them on TikTok, so the positives kind of outweigh the negatives, but I feel like it still needed to be talked about. I just noticed, it's just something I noticed, it's just like, dang, this is not how it used to be. back in the day. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Hopefully everyone can wake up and stop being hateful and racist and actually, you know, stop disguising that as a joke because it's not funny and actually get funny. Also, another thing I want to talk about is I feel like creativity is lacking on TikTok also. I feel like everyone is reusing the same dance moves and having the same look and doing the same things. Creativity is lacking a little bit. I don't know if I'm just yapping. I don't know if that's actually true, but I don't know. I feel like it's just something that I've noticed where creativity is kind of lacking, and I feel like everybody is doing the same type of low effort content, I guess. This would be considered me talking to a camera, be considered low effort content, but I make edits. That's not low effort. Actually, it takes time, even if they might suck. Yeah, it's just kind of, I remember when social media, like, to get famous on social media or to be, like, you know, popular, you would, like, Zach King, for example, like, you would have to do something so spectacular. But now people blow up off lip syncing videos because they're pretty. They get whole careers out of it. And it's just like, okay, but, like, what else? Like, we know you're pretty, but, like, what else? You know what I mean? It's like, what else? So, yeah, that's also something that I find annoying is kind of low effort content getting people, like the Hawk girl. Anyways, but I mean, I guess it's not their fault because it is the people liking the video, but it's not an attack to them specifically. It's just kind of like, it kind of shows what's important nowadays. I feel like people put looks over like talent and creativity nowadays. It wasn't really like that like in the early days of social media where you actually had to have like a talent or like, you know, something special about you to be famous. But nowadays you can just lip sync in a camera and get a career out of it, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's all I want to say. TikTok nowadays, it's becoming more and more annoying, but I think I can still deal with it because I just love the app so much and I just be dying. I be doom scrolling until like 5 a.m. on the app. It's just so funny. And it's so relatable too. I feel like I'm in like the relatable slash like anime slash cringe weirdo kid side of TikTok. So, but yeah, that's all I really want to talk about. And I don't know if that'll change. I honestly think it's gonna get worse as time goes on. I honestly just think that there will be more hate. Just, it'll start being normalized, and I feel like that's what we're trying to fight against. But I don't really see it like getting better. I'm not gonna lie. I don't see it getting better at all. And it's unfortunate because I feel like it's gonna become a thing where people will just say it is what it is, you know, and think that this is normal. Like, it's normal to be racist on TikTok, and it's normal to make fun of a group of people based on something they can't change about themselves, and just be a hateful person and complain about every single thing that you see. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna change anytime soon, but I feel that's why we need to kind of balance it out. Like, balance the hate out. What Tyler? No, not Tyler. What did Travis Scott say? Balance the hate out with the love. He said that in some song. I don't know. But yeah, you kind of balance it out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. TikTok, get your life together. Time for the quote of the morning. It says, "Problems will always exist. Learn to enjoy life while solving them." See you later, alligator.